And we. Okay. 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 I think I'm on YouTube. I think I'm running. YouTube. Let me check real quick to make sure that I'm on. Okay. All right, we're on and running right now. Let me just get on to the station and then we'll start.
Call or text GBR Global at 281-406-0057.
Recession Proof.
It is 8 p.m. Give y'all a round of applause for joining in. On the GBR Global app, we did a replay on Shay Larique interview from Foundation Room. You can catch the whole interview in this process on YouTube. Who am I going to interview next? I feel like next week, I had some really good interviews from last year and the year before when I did the I Hate podcast show when right before GBR Global had launched. I had some really great interviews like with Keith Broham, Sharita, this comedian that's phenomenal. Also Miss T with the T. That was classic because you're gonna see two Virgos clash, and that's one of my favorite interviews because it wasn't serious whatsoever. And she's not the same person as she was in that interview, so I'm gonna play that back because now she's like a full fledged gardener, and that's she forgot she did other stuff. She makes tea and shit.
Pooh half.
I'll blow this motherfucker up if I don't get my motherfucking shit.
All right, so it's going down. So I was sleeping on this rapper. This is what we're doing for this segment. I was sleeping on this MC. I apologize. She's not a rapper. She's an MC, and she was so dope. When I just came across her on Instagram, and Instagram is slamming right now. Instagram is slamming. Woo! Woo! I be seeing some crazy shit on there. But this MC, her name is Star. Stahhr. And she is God, I gotta let y'all hear her, man, because she is nice.
To be specific, anybody could get it. Bite the bullet, I spit it, split it, middle the digit, fiddle and fidget, forget it. T for terrific, I'm gifted in language arts, Napoleon Bonaparte. You coming up short, cohorts with wizards and witches, scholars, ages and sisters, they're burning down to the embers. Do you remember? Take it back to placenta, now find your center. You in the womb, why did you enter? What were you sent for? Choose your adventure. Life come at you fast like a bowl of burning gas. Karma from the past calls us to cross paths. Still a star by any other name. Set the world aflame. This energy can be contained like a poet's strain. She Haley's comet, once in a lifetime. Your lifeline, arrive at just the right time. Catch me while you can, motherfucker, or suffer the consequences. No coincidences. This was supposed to happen. Might as well go with the flow. Figaro, what a nigga know. I was waiting for you at the door, so whatever.
What you say? Whatever, man. Keep it swinging, rock, man. Ooh la la la. So what you saying? I smoking herbals too. It hurts you. Oh, see, I feel like I was gonna come on after. She killed that. So I was like, let me go look up this girl and see what up. She is super duper. Like, you know what she reminds me of? A woman version of Sean Price. And that's hard to say. Her wordplay and her placement in words, her timing is crazy. I don't know, man. How did I sleep on her? I'm very upset about that.
Camera amateur, hands up, stamina. You should take a knee, cause you damn sure can't stand with her. Tamara Dobson, awesome. Molotov marksman, sparking, proceed with caution. The only option, resurrecting black gods and goddesses. Either you a gangster or a part of us. Part and parcel, moored to the land. Infinite, the galaxy on one grain of sand. The throne you respect, better known as all set. With the 14 pieces of a saw, reconnect. Ready, set, go. Blow the hinges off the door. When a friend become a foe, that's how you really know. You know nothing at all. Let the chips fall. Phoenix out them flames, bloody bare knuckle brawl. No hook, no brakes, it ain't safe for the bake. Leaving a trail of headless carcasses in my wake. Kali Ma with a cutlass in the Tory Birch. I ain't never scared, no need for me to go to church. Blaspheming, what's up to all the heathens? Questioning every day what you think you believe in.
Man. So I'm going down this whole thing. Hold on, let me get on this. I wasn't even talking on the app. Sorry, app. 281-406-0057. And we're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok for the 8 o'clock session. At the 7 o'clock hour, we heard Shayla Reek replayed video video interview on GBR Global, the app, at 7 p.m. from yesterday when we played the original live from the Foundation Room. So, okay. I'm tripping right now because, like I said, this is, and I'm sorry because y'all didn't hear me on GBR Global, so I'm going to repeat myself real quick. I met this woman named Star, Stahhr, popped up on my timeline, and I was like, yo, she's spitting it. She's spitting it. Like, she was going in, and I didn't know what. I was just amazed. I haven't heard, like, a female MC, like, really get hot since Rhapsody. And Rhapsody is hot, man. Don't get it twisted. I rock with Rhapsody, but the way that she flipped this Redman, whatever, man, was crazy. I have to put the echo on it. It was crazy. I got to run it back. Let's just run it back. I got to run it back, for real.
Bring that one back from the top.
To be specific, anybody could get it. Bite the bullet, I spit it, split it, middle the digit, fiddle and fidget, forget it. T for terrific, I'm gifted in language arts, Napoleon Bonaparte. You coming up short, cohorts with wizards and witches, scholars, ages and sisters, they're burning down to the embers. Do you remember? Take it back to placenta, now find your center. You in the womb, why did you enter? What were you sent for? Choose your adventure. Life come at you fast like a bowl of burning gas. Karma from the past calls us to cross paths. Still a star by any other name. Set the world aflame. This energy can be contained like a poet strain. She Haley's comet once in a lifetime. Your lifeline arrive at just the right time. Catch me while you can, motherfucker, or suffer the consequences. No coincidences. This was supposed to happen. Might as well go with the flow. Figaro, what a nigga know. I was waiting for you at the door, so whatever, man.
God, man. I'm going to play another joint because these are all freestyles, okay? And I kind of like when artists are coming up and they do a gang of freestyles over well-known tracks and stuff like that. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it shows your versatility. It shows that you're really about the craft and not trying to make money. Because the song I least like, and it's the hottest record for the summer, is Spin That. Young Miami cannot rap. However, she was able to do something that had a hook to it. She cannot rap. I'm going to say that as loud as hell. I don't care what DJs tell me. I don't care. It's like, I'm looking at artistry at this age. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that you shouldn't dance to that record. I'm not saying you shouldn't play it. But it is a very ignorant record. Like, and I'm like, after all the stuff we've been going through, now scamming is cool. Like, Okay. But then nobody want to talk about the consequences of scamming. So you can scam. But there's always consequences to that. And nobody want to talk about that, right? Nobody talks about the downside of doing all that stuff that might get a hardworking man pissed off and put him in prison for handling you. And of course, you're the victim, and then we have to go through all that stuff. So I don't want to hear ignorant records at this time right now. I know it's the summer record. I get it. I'm proud of y'all that y'all finally found another record to succeed that tall girl from Houston. What's her name? What's that girl name? Miss T, what that girl name from Texas that was dating a basketball player? I can't remember her name. Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion. We hadn't had a woman's anthem since Megan Thee Stallion, right? With the hot girl summer thing. But I like MCs, man. Like I grew up on like MC Lyte, Queen Latifah, Antoinette, Finesse and Sequence, Sweet Tea, who else? Like that was actually lyrically gifted. Roxanne Shante. And I'm not saying you gotta sound like them, but since y'all are sampling music of songs that came out in the last 10 years and you think that you're doing it better, why don't y'all mimic some of these rhyme schemes? Why don't y'all mimic some of these rhyme schemes and learn how to rap? As a Gen X soldier, I do take responsibility in gatekeeping all our stuff. I ain't give the millennials nothing. And then the millennials created participation awards. They were telling you it's all right to fail, it's all right not to keep a job, it's all right to do this, and it's all right to do that. And now look at them. They're in the shambles because Gen Z, I don't know what's going on with them, but the Gen Alphas that were born during COVID, they different. Everybody different. Like nobody got no, and I'm all for not having a like a not a culture per se, but tradition. I don't believe in tradition because some of the tradition isn't good. Like some of it needs to really get thwarted. Like we have a slave mindset sometimes, and then you blame it on tradition. So I don't agree with that. That's why I rock with a lot of Gen Z kids sometimes because they do try to have their own mind. They just don't. The millennials completely cut Gen X off from Gen Z, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. So what you hear from Gen Z that's coming out and they're from records from the 90s, it's because they heard something from the 90s, because I'm not going to lie to you, the 90s era of music was very, very solid with R&B and hip-hop. It was real, real solid. So there was a disconnect between Gen X and Gen Z because Gen Z, they're redoing music from the 90s and early 2000s. Catch that. And millennials created mumble rap. They created mumble rap. We didn't create that. So I'm championing real artists on my show. I champion real artists. I don't do this for budgets or anything. But I like if these records blow up, I do tell them, yo, I want my plaque. Where's my plaque at? Because I'll collect the plaque.
To let you tell it, I let you smell it and you lost it. Now here this chick comes scooping up John, she had Boston. Surrogate mama, I once suckled at her breast, but I needed my own rest, so I packed my shit and left. She snatched the best I ever had, took him around the world and back, track after track, clearly an addiction, in fact, impact of global proportions, killing all my dreams now, thought abortion, miscarried, now he married to the muse, got me sick, I used to inspire, now he got no time to stick, I'm feeling some type of way, what happened to our love, we used to vibe every day, ayy, I figured
And then she's a beautiful woman. You know, she's not roughnecky. Like, she comes off as a roughneck, but if you see her, which I'll do a video clip of her, you'll be like, oh damn, she pretty nice looking. She's a nice looking woman that could rap her ass off. Let me see if I got another one from her. Cause like now I'm a fan. And then so it takes a lot for me to get excited for certain music. That's why I got so excited for Assassin, the General. I got excited for like Young Jung. I got excited for Shay Lurik. I got excited for Broadway. Like, I got excited because the songs sounded authentic. They didn't sound like, you know, you're like the other 5 other dudes. You know what I'm saying? Some of these dudes, I don't know. So, like, I don't like a manufactured artist. I just don't. And I don't participate in that nonsense. I really don't. I got Miss T running on both sides right now. She on YouTube too. She's telling you come over there and say hello. And let's see. I'm on Facebook. I haven't checked there yet, but I'm about to check. And take a deep breath here. I got one more from her, man. And then we're gonna keep going. But if I'm excited, I kind of want y'all to be excited about it as well because it's hip hop. This is like for real hip hop. This isn't rap music. Like rap music, I don't know. You gotta have rap music for the clubs and stuff like that. But unfortunately, Gen Z and millennials don't understand that they can have more than one sound. I really like, think about it. In the 80s and 90s, we had somebody like MC Hammer. Pop as hell. Biggest records. He even crossed over to the Christian side. You got to pray. That was the only record that I was allowed to play in my household. My mother was like, no. We're not playing none of that devil's music. I was like, hey. Even though, like, I was banging Run DMC and Public Enemy, my mom didn't care about none of that. But you put some word pray or God's name in that, we can listen to it. So, I got one last one. Her name is Star, Stahhhr.
Napalm, stay calm, oh-ish, no. Lips form H-bomb, sis spit, blow. Rock in a hard place, we walk in the hard way, don't force it. Forfeit the game if you can't hold your horses. Building with unreliable sources. Soul selling foes yelling need to get off it. They warped it. Me without rhymes is awkward. Like 2 left shoes, I give fools turquoise and navies. Tofu with gravy, spinach saute me. The hunger's crazy, it bubbles daily. You dropped it, I pop lock it. So get my name right, Stahhhr, light. You done know what I've been through, so how you gonna pretend to analyze or read me on my Gonzalez like Speedy? Antagonize the greedy till they break bread with the needy. Speech graffiti, all caps, I know you see me. On my Gonzalez like Speedy. Take a breath, these geeks.
Master the wizardry of the heart. Movement of the people, yo. We call it true love.
On my Gonzalez like Speedy. Take a breath, these geeks.
All right, so that one right there. These are like freestyles. I gotta give a big shout out to that. I got my DJ remix to In Love. I'm just sneaking it in here. I'm not even supposed to be playing this, but I'm gonna sneak it in here because I won't get disqualified on YouTube and Facebook. This is a Pooh Half remix.
Feeling you, the chemistry is crazy, and I don't even understand why. Got me open this is something that we can't deny. Got me going on and on and on with myself. And I can't see me ever being with someone else. From the way you hold me, I'm happy that you showed me exactly what it was, what it is, and what it's gonna be. Know that it's forever, babe. Ooh, I'm in love. Know that it's forever, babe. Nothing in the world compares. What we have is rare, and babe, I swear I'm never giving up. I can't get enough of you. I know what I want, I'm not confused. Got me going on and on and on with myself. And I can't see me ever being with someone else. Baby, I wrote this love song just for you. Those other love songs just won't do. I'm blue. I breathe.
Come on now. Hold on, we'll break this down. Half.
I'm in love. I breathe the night.
Wait for the official. The official remix coming very soon. Shayla Reek. We need to support these new artists. There's a couple of new artists that's out right now that are making some noise without the help of anything. And I appreciate those artists a lot, man. That's why I try to support as much as I can. All right, so we are, I be scrolling. I be working, sitting there working, and then I'm scrolling. And I don't really be on TikTok like that. I be on, like, Instagram because a lot of the good news be, like, the news I want to see and the crazy news. I didn't know Haitians were mad at us. So Haitians are mad. Because we didn't stick up for them. They got to go back home. Now, here, I'm just going to explain something with you. Like, I'm not part of this fight. The reason why is because I got 3 or 4 Haitian homeboys that are 100 with me. They're great. DJ Quest out in Florida. That's my homeboy. He's Haitian. My man Soundwave, the bad man, Haitian. And then I got 2 other ones that don't do the music. They're just friends. And I never seen nothing like, being heritage, being West Indian, Geechee, even Creole. Like, how can you be mad at Haitians but, like, want to always go to New Orleans? So to me, it's like real crazy. But yeah, I saw some videos that Haitians were acting crazy, like they were cussing us out and all that. And I was like, that's not cool. So I'm not gonna say all Haitians are bad. Like Wyclef Jean is one of my favorite musicians of all time because he was able to bridge the gap between hip hop in Seoul at one time, and I was just like, everybody's so angry about this, and I'm like, nah. But then I want to reverse everything. Like, I can understand why black people. First of all, I don't believe in labels. Okay, I do not do labels. I don't do. I've never in my life referred to myself as an African American, or any kind of American. I've always labeled myself as black, and I was black as fuck. I was a black ass N word. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's who I am. I don't even respond when they say anything like African American. I never ever been to Africa, and as far as my lineage goes back, it does go back to West Africa years ago. When I say years, I don't think it was like after like 200 and all right. So America's 250 years old. The United States of America is 250 years old. But America was always here. Like, the first slave ship came in the Bay of Virginia in 1619. And then there is indigenous people. I don't like to use the word Indian because Indians are in India. And what Christopher Columbus and them were attempting to try to go to was India. They didn't make it to India. They made it to the West Indies. That's why it's called the West Indies. It's west of the India. Like, geographically, that's what we're looking at. Like, that's how goofy we are looking at stuff. So American Indians isn't a thing, okay? It's just not a thing. Indigenous is the proper term because that's what they are. They're from here. They are here. It was civilized. They, in the history books, they made you believe that these settlers came in to what they did was colonize, but they were using a different word. Like, we're introducing you to Jesus and all this other stuff, and that wasn't a good thing. That's just keep it funky, right? But going back to the whole Haitian thing, and then I was like, well, they said that we don't have no culture. And so I ran into this clip. Remember, let's see if y'all remember in the 90s, there was this talk show. All right, so it was Donahue. Remember Donahue? He was controversial when he wanted to be. You had Ricky Lake. You had those talk shows before, the wild ones started coming out, like oh boy, the two people, one that was like, you are not the father. This is right before him. Geraldo Rivera had a talk show, right? And then the one that I want to talk about is Jenny Jones. And this is a lost episode for me because I remember seeing this this episode, but I didn't really take heed to what or how she said this. She was talking to another white lady on the panel, and she was like, yo, you don't want nothing black. And I kind of got this from her. If you don't want Mexicans, it started this thing with Mexicans where I said, if you don't like nothing, if you think Mexicans is bad and all that, don't eat their food. Don't go to do not participate in Cinco de Mayo, or don't participate in September 16th. And I used to say that because I was like, don't come to Texas if you don't like Mexicans. That's crazy. You should move to where there's no Mexicans at, right? You should move to where there's no blacks at, like New Hampshire. Well, I heard there was black people out there. But that's what I was saying, right? But then I forget, 85, maybe 90% of inventions in America were from blacks.
If you're really going to be a racist, then you should be a true racist and not use anything or be involved with anything that was invented or created by blacks. Do you want a list? The ironing board, the refrigerator, the baby carriage, the shoemaking machines, the traffic signal, the incandescent light bulb, the folding bed, the mailbox, air conditioning, elevator. You want me to go on?
This is a nation that invented the light bulb, the telegraph, the television, the telephone, the computer chip, the smartphone, the GPS, the integrated circuit, and even the internet. Basically, we invented everything.
We? We.
Yeah, it's always weak when they steal, right? So we're still fighting for relevancy because, you know, everybody has this black fatigue. That's what they call it. But you have to be in our space. And then when I sit up there and say something like, when I speak my truth, of course I'm offensive because I don't think I'm palatable when it comes to talking about my people. I love my people, you know, and I'm not going to backtrack or make it palatable for you because you don't want it to be palatable. You want it like spoon-fed, like baby food. You know, you want it smashed up. Put some milk on it. I'm one of the peoples that'll tell you, man, milk is bad for you. Cow milk is not for human consumption. Where that come from, I don't know, but it is not for you to. But what they would do, though,
You suck.
what they would do during the slave times, the mammies, you know, the mammies like Aunt Jemima, those mammies used to breastfeed these other women's kids. Like, you were breastfeeding and it wasn't even your child. I don't even know how a woman produced milk. Well, they did because what was happening, those black women in the house were getting SA'd. At the same exact time, these other people, the wives and stuff, were pregnant as well. So they all had kids around the same time. And so instead of breastfeeding their own baby, they had to breastfeed their babies as well as the white child. You think it's a lie? You can go look it up. We were eating. We're all kind of stuff. And then, so I don't understand why people have black fatigue. It's like right there. You can go look it up. I would be angry, but I'm a Gen X dude, and I just refuse to crash out. But I can see why people want to break away and be foundationally black. So the FBA movement is a label to me. I don't think it's anything dope. It's just another label, you know. If I tell you I'm black, you got to understand I got different bloodlines in me, just like you all do. Okay, so I want to make it very abundantly clear that when you were on, and I'm going to say this as cleanly as possible, on these ships that brought us over here, or brought a significant amount of people over here, you know that they separated the men and the women. So I need you to look all this up. They separated this. And so what they were doing was with those women, they were being SA'd and children was being SA'd on those same boats, but they weren't together with the men. The men, they were packed like sardines. They were packed like sardines. And that's what it was. There's not one side better than the other, one side grosser than the other, because it was all horrific. And then if you go and look up the Willie Lynch Manifesto, read it. Read Delectable Negro. Read these books. They're there. They're on Amazon. If you want to learn something, learn. But don't, we're going to be ignorant by choice because, you know, we are from America. Okay, that's cool. But you're telling the story like you're Alex Haley. I don't need every black person to be angry with me, okay? So Alex Haley's story is not my story. So the story roots, they may everybody think every slave went through that. That's not true. Every group was different. Every era was different. You got to understand 400 years. America's only 250 years old. That's why I celebrate Juneteenth. I don't celebrate 4th of July. Guess what I did on 4th of July? I watched Superwoman. I watched Superwoman, and that movie was dope. I don't care what they said. That movie was cool. I was like, okay, they finally did Superwoman right because or Supergirl. Supergirl. I watched Supergirl when I was a kid, and it was trash. It was trash. So that's what I did for the 4th of July. You know what's so crazy? I live in an area where there's a lot of immigrants, and due to ICE, they ain't wearing outside like that this year. So, they the ones that like to pop fireworks like crazy, man. They were inside this past weekend. I want to share something with you guys. My mom used to tell me about her growing up. She's from the silent era. My mom was born in 43. And so she used to tell me about school. Now, understand, my brother Maurice, me, myself, and my mother are all left-handed. And so when my mom was a kid, she went to a black school because she went to school when it was still segregated, right? So she was in elementary school, black. And these black teachers was just as raw when it came to teaching and beating stuff into their heads. So they were beating all this stuff into their heads. Blah, 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 like telling them stuff, right? And you learn because it was repetition. They tried to beat my mom's hand, her left hand, to learn how to write with a right hand. Same thing happened to me without the violence. But being left-handed was a curse. But there were certain things that were taught that I wish were still taught today.
You're a Negro.
No.
I am your teacher. You are a Negro.
No.
Suppose I threatened to beat you. What would you say? Aren't you a Negro now?
No.
What are you?
I'm black and beautiful.
What is your nationality?
My nationality is Afro-American.
Money talks. This dollar, and if you don't say it, you don't get it. You're an American Negro, aren't you?
No.
You won't have any money. You know you need money, don't you?
Yeah.
You need money to live, don't you?
Yeah.
All right. All you have to say, Leon, is that you're an American Negro. Aren't you an American Negro?
Look at how he thought about that. Let me tell you something. That was a long pause because he kept flashing this dollar bill in his face because capitalism, that's what gets you greedy. You know what I'm saying? You learn that money solves and changes everything, and especially sells your soul.
Are you an American Negro?
No.
What are you?
I'm black and beautiful.
What's your nationality?
My nationality is Afro-American.
Very good, man. Keep it up.
What I liked about that little boy, I think he might have been from Memphis. The only reason why I think he's from Memphis because Memphis people talk different. And they say brutal. Boy, shout out to Memphis. Shout out. He said that. He's black and brutal. With the hard R. Brutal. Hey, you know what? I'm such in a good mood because I usually don't talk about stuff like this because of the fact that it isn't a palatable subject. And I do feel bad for the Haitian immigrants that got to go home. But I'm going to keep it funky for you real quick. Now, I don't know the situation, but supposedly 20 years that you were here and you never got citizenship should be part of the problem. Right? It should be part of the problem. So my message to the Haitians that are mad at black people, don't be mad at us. We tried to help you. We tried to help. We marched with you if we had to, but we're tired, man. Like, my generation's tired. Gen X, forget about it. We want to go horseback riding. I'm not being ugly either. I'm saying we want to go horseback riding. Y'all, even Africans bugged me out when I saw how bad they were talking to us. I was like, why are you talking bad? Why are you talking bad about us? So I'm kind of confused. And I want clear understanding because I know it's not everybody. And I've never said or generalized. I never generalized the race, for one, ever. But I will point it out, certain things about your people that's effed up. Like, if white people continue to turn a blind eye to atrocities, but then in the same breath say they aren't racist, but they allow racist ways by just turning a blind eye to it, that's horrific to me. And it's heartbreaking. And it causes me to stop talking to people. And I will stop talking to people. You know how you have your best friend, right? You have a best friend, and your best friend happens to be friends with all your enemies, and all those enemies are talking super bad about you, but yet your best friend never corrects them. That's not your best friend, for one. But that's how I feel. So for all my Haitians, I'm going to play this new Wyclef Jean. Name of the record is called Boom Bap. Featuring Rhapsody, North Carolina. Stand up. Let's go.
1994, boom bap coming through my speakers long before my phone vibrate. I used to keep a beeper. Corner store ciphers on my tongue. I used to move a razor. Learn that trick from my cousin when he came home from Rikers. You can catch a fade outside or the barbershop. But once little Fats got shot, throwing hand stop. That's when the arms trade started. R8, German Ruger, or a Sigel. You could choose to trade a shotgun or the Uzi. 32 round clips. Women turn to witches the way they handle that broomstick. Hey gangsters, can I get your digits? My heart gon' stop if you tell me negative. And I ain't tryna iceberg you with the words. Cool you down and heat you up where it hurts. We dated for a month, she left me for the bar player. Life was so simple until I met the heartbreaker. Jersey boy, I got eyes for you like I'm Frankie Valli, Ralph Tresvant. I just started singing with a new addition. Joy and pain only make you stronger through experience. Feel like yesterday, I'm just going through memory lane. Half a heart, you my other half. Let's connect the chain. Orange shoes, Jones, where it starts kissing in the brain. We forever nostalgic. Just yesterday.
NC cups and Hennessy. Mine was empty, Honda E. My dollar stretched like limousines. Running around in guest jeans, don't guess jeans. Check with family before you knock your cousin up. Some country stuff. 11 p.m. leave before they shoot it up. The party was something like a basement. We was deep as fuck, no hockey puck. But everyone had jersey and some ice on the zirconium. I was quiet, chill like Thelonious. Amongst all the pandemonium. Gastonia was west, we was east. Summers black and in Tariq. We was always in the streets. Whether ballin' or like Meech, I dated dope boys and preacher boys. I guess I had a thing of saving souls but never reached like I wanted, they would cheat. Oh well, the joke's on me. That wasn't what I meant to do. Like I'm not Kobe, I might be Kobe. I had to feel everything like the Fugees would sing on the strings. He was strumming my pain. That
Jersey boy, I got eyes for you like I'm Frankie Valli, Ralph Tresvant. I just started singing with a new addition. Joy and pain only make you stronger through experience. Feel like yesterday, I'm just going through memory lane. Half a heart, you my other half. Let's connect the chain. Orange shoes, Jones, where it starts kissing in the brain. We forever nostalgic.
This record.
Just yesterday.
Yeah. New Wyclef. Boom Bap. Featuring Rhapsody. Rest in peace, Rob Swift. got love for my Haitians. I hope we can get this right. We are focused on way too much hate. This administration did a number on us. Like, pour you a glass. Pour you a whole glass of tequila. Tequila works. Tequila. And stop being a flunky.
Pussy a fuckboy, duck eggs, flunky.
I'm a flunky.
Yes, you're a flunky.
Why do you call him a flunky?
A flunky, a fuckboy, a duck.
Shout outs to Drea Thomas. Listen to her Sunday nights. She's across the board. You can find her on TikTok under Drea Thomas as well as TikTok. And I think and Instagram. All platforms. Drea Thomas. She has a show called Vibing with Drea. You know what's so crazy? She be having guest DJs on. She never invited me. Ain't that some shit? So we're gonna go. We're almost done, but I wanted to. One of my favorite shows is a show with Shannon Sharp, Ocho Cinco, and ISO Joe, Joe Johnson. I feel like they took their whole thing from me, Mark X, and Wedo. Because when we, in the early 2000s, had the show, this is our attitudes. And you know how Ocho Cinco and Joe Johnson would go at it. It was just the same way with Wedo and Mark X. And Wedo being the youngest out of everybody. Like Ocho Cinco's the youngest out of Shannon and I think Joe and Old Boy might be the same. But they had a whole conversation about iPhones. Now, people that are I don't believe in team either. I just know Androids can get hacked. That's my biggest concern about Androids. Because I used to hack those phones back in the day. When they first came out, they made hacking programs for Android. They could not hack or crack an iPhone. You had to be a certified genius to do it. So I was like, okay. Well, over the years, because I was, I was industry, so I had a BlackBerry. Everybody that used to be in the industry all had Blackberries. You either had Blackberries or Motorola two-way. That was it. And then, of course, the T-Mobile Sidekick came out to replace the Motorola two-way. The two-way was beautiful, right? Because you just tap that joint. You can switch infos without asking for the names, nothing, man. You just tap it and keep it moving, right? So iPhones came out. And I still had the BlackBerry. Okay, and the BlackBerry tried to do a touchscreen, and it failed. And I had bought that new BlackBerry because phones were cheap. So phones were cheap, and then plus T-Mobile at the time had free upgrades. So I went and took the phone back. I was like, man, this touchscreen is lagging. It's doing all kind of stuff, right? So they were like, yeah. Well, try this iPhone, and it was iPhone 4. So me, since I was so used to hacking registrations on programs, that's what I was doing. See, what y'all don't know is that with MySpace, a lot of people learn coding through MySpace. And the same exact coding that you did to put a picture up on MySpace, I can rewrite the registration of a program. Do you know I never paid for Fruity Loops? For FL Studio, I've never paid for it because of that. It was easy to write the script. I mean, I ended up eventually paying for it, but I'm just saying, like, when I was struggling, and all these programs was coming out and they were costing $800. I was doing that. Shout outs to DJ Trey Love Friday nights on GBR Global. Download the app. Well, man, it's the truth on that show. 3-hour show starting at 10 p.m. Central, 11 o'clock East. All right. So I would hack all the registration of any program that was PC related. So I always had a MacBook and I always had a PC. And the PC had all the programs that I stole from manufacturers based on registration, because there wasn't, see, where they kind of fixed the whole thing with that is subscribing. And when they did the subscription service with all these programs, it's kind of hard now. That's why I said I'll just buy it. But like back then, I wasn't buying these programs. I was like, man, F y'all. And so the iPhone came out, I jailbroke it. And when I jailbroke the iPhone, my iPhone was running like an iPhone 8. That's how much stuff was already hidden in the iPhone. I also learned how to jailbreak Serato at the same time. I had Serato where you couldn't even see the listing, anything, and they didn't offer that till the next year when I did that. So, and I didn't even like Serato because you can do that. I was Team Torque, so I had Torque, which was another DJ program. But back to the iPhones, they're talking about, and I agree with them. I had the newest iPhone every year, all the way up to 10. To 9 or 8. No, I had an iPhone 8. I never had a 10. I never had an 11. No, not okay. I never had a 9. So I went from an iPhone 7 to an iPhone 10, and then from an iPhone 10 to a 14. That's how long that I was holding these iPhones. And it was an interesting conversation that they had. Oops, that's not it. Oh, I didn't put it up here yet. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, here we go.
All the people that talk about they wouldn't do this, Joe, how much they pay for an iPhone?
And then iPhone 12.
But they wouldn't. But hey, think about it now. If somebody would have told you 20 years ago, 25 years ago, that you'd be paying $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 for a cell phone, what would you have said?
Nah. No, sir.
Nah.
Now.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to y'all though. What we on, iPhone 16?
17.
I think it is. I think I'm still on 14.
I'm on 13. You see what I'm saying?
Hold on, time out. I got a question. How you on the 13? How you on the 14? And Apple purposely slows down the program unless
they do.
You to update.
That's all. Don't worry about it. They can keep slowing it down. I slow down too. I take my time and dial the numbers.
Hey, bang. Hey, I ain't lying. Listen.
You not finna rush me to keep buying no phone. Hey, cause I buy the phone because Joe, I don't trade my phone back in. I keep the phone.
Yeah.
Hey, as a matter of fact, my sister got the damn 8 or the 9.
Hey.
I gave her my 8 or 9.
Listen. Ocho, but you're right. They start slowing your phones down.
Yeah.
Something new.
That's okay.
I'm like, damn.
I ain't in no hurry.
I ain't either. If it's gonna take all day to load, damn it, I'm gonna be right here waiting. I swear, man, this is a 13, bro. I got 13.
Yeah.
I ain't lying. Look, but everybody in the house got damn 16 to 17. Yeah, I'm running right here with a 13. Come on, man.
Hey, man, sometimes, hey, man, I text you. Huh? Hey, but the text come through about 2 days later.
Damn.
Hey, listen. And plus, you know you already had your apps downloaded now. Man, I don't want to do all that, bro. Come on.
Hey, I would literally have to have Shelly and Jordan here to do everything because I don't know the password. I don't know nothing.
Now I officially feel like I'm old. Like, because I agree with them. I really agree with them. It's not that important. Here, look, right now this is a 16 that I got tricked into buying because my 14 stopped working. When my 14 stopped working, they were like, you can trade it in and get free phone, and I have Xfinity, and they were like, "Oh, we'll give you a 16 Pro for free, but I have to have a service for 2 years and all this other crap." And I was like, I wasn't gonna pay $1,600 or whatever they wanted for it. I was like, all right, I'll do it. If you're giving it for free, and I just have to keep the service, I have internet service with Xfinity. And then, so the phone that I use to broadcast during Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays on GBR Global. So when I do TikTok on my iPhone 13. So I still have an iPhone 13. I'm not getting rid of it. I own it. It just doesn't have no service on it. So I use it like an iPod for the most part with a camera. And then all my Macs. I got 2 MacBook Pros. Well, actually, I got 4 MacBook Pros that all do different things. And they're not new. I got a 2020 back there. That's what I DJ off of my 2020 MacBook Pro. I make my music off of a MacBook Pro 2017. And I have a 2013 to make beats when I'm connecting analog samplers. So, I'm nice. I don't use PCs because they get hacked and jiggled and fondled. Yeah. But it is my time. Way Back Wednesday, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. GBR Global app.
You suck.
I may be on at 8 o'clock, depending on what's going on tomorrow. It's been a lot of work for me, so I've been trying to maneuver. But I got to shout out to everybody that's been on with GBR Global. We also have a store on GBRGlobalWorldwide.com. Just get on the website, and it's the first thing you see when you open up the website. Pop that, and check out our merchandise and see. I'm in the midst of making the store. I'm going to change the URL of the store. I'm adding it to YouTube. I'm going to start utilizing YouTube's GBR Global. I just never had the time to go to it. So I need to figure it out. But, just go to the website. It's that easy. And you know what? I wanted to say one thing. This season of Raising Cain, I never watched. Okay, let me back up. My family watched Power. I never watched Power because it interrupted with my Walking Dead. I'm a Walking Dead head. So I didn't care about that fake street life stuff. And I feel like I'm racist because, well, no, I don't feel bad because I watched Breaking Bad, right? I didn't never watch it when it was on. When it ended, I binge watched. That's the first show I ever binge watched because that show was so good. Power, my daughter was on it. She was just like, she was just on it. So I was like, okay. So she was like, Dad, I need you to see this season with Kanan. And that's 50 Cent. He's on the show and blah, blah, blah. I was like, I don't care about that. But I sat there and watched it with them. Okay? And when I watched it, I was like, this show's crazy. And then I remember Mark X was like, you need to watch it because it's a mimic of our life in the 90s. So when I started watching it, the music, everything was attached to a timeline that I understood. So I started watching Raising Cain. But I had to sit there with Lanisa to watch the Power Show with Kanan and then Jukebox. So now I'm like, I'm going to have to go back and glue all the Kanan episodes on Power together to understand why Breeze was so crazy and why Ghost killed Breeze. So somebody had told me, don't spoil it. I was like, it's on Power. Ghost said he had to kill Breeze. He was under Breeze. Everybody was like, who's this Breeze dude? They introduced Breeze on the new season, and this dude is ruthless. So I'm going to put it all together. I'm going to put it all together, and then we're going to rock this out on Recession Proof. I swear to you. I swear.
Recession Proof.
I'm going to leave y'all with the dopest thing, and this is a black boy learning in school.
You're a Negro.
No.
I am your teacher. You are a Negro.
No.
Suppose I threatened to beat you. What would you say? Aren't you a Negro now?
No.
What are you?
I'm black and beautiful.
What is your nationality?
My nationality is Afro-American.
Money talks. This dollar. And if you don't say it, you don't get it. You're an American Negro, aren't you?
No.
You won't have any money. You know you need money, don't you?
Yeah.
You need money to live, don't you?
Yeah.
All right. All you have to say, Leon, is that you're an American Negro. Aren't you an American Negro? Are you an American Negro?
No.
What are you?
I'm black and beautiful.
What's your nationality?
My nationality is Afro-American.